They are having a lot of fun.
I tell you what, you
They've
see them just having a great time. They played Alex Agalayan in a special challenge match. They played Scotch versus Alex. And, race to 3. They beat Alex with a bunch of full table runouts.
You got to commentate that match.
That
That
was
was
a lot
like
of fun.
a very fun
A lot of
match.
fun.
It was. And they were all three of them, Alex and both of them, were smiling, having a good time at the match. It was great. Well, here's Tommy to break.
In this drink again.
Twice in the same way, too.
Got to shift now or always scratch.
Same drink.
Same drink.
Hitting the ball just off center on our left side as we see the rack.
It looks like you have to play a combination no matter what, so feels like you might as well play the 1-8 now with the ball in hand. Because if he plays the 1 somewhere else, he's going to be playing the 3-8 combination. Either way will be good as long as he knows he's got support. He's going to protect that 3 ball. You get position so you can play 1-4.
That's a great point, Freddie, because if he plays the 1-8 now and the 1 ball follows it, he'd be straight on the 3. That's a very good point to make. Very good point.
To hit this was the 3 doesn't follow. So,
I think when the balls are that close, if you follow it, it's your mistake.
right. Four ball passes either way, looks like.
Good look at that.
And he's playing for it. This is the right side, the correct side of this. He's going to go up table because had he played for the other corner, he'd be trapped with a lot of balls trying to get back up to the 5.
Yep. Will he go straight up or 2 rails to the left side?
I'm going to go 2 rails. I'm wrong again.
Mm-hmm.
He's come up short.
He could have come up a little higher because now he has to drop the ball. Or risk
Up
running
and
into
down.
the 9-10.
He's made this right now very, very, very difficult.
He's made this his key shot, where it didn't have to be.
Ten
Ball down, just
right.
right.
When
Wow,
he just missed the 10
right.
ball, so he just got there.
He didn't have more than a 1/4 inch to miss that ball.
In both ways.
Yeah, both ways. He came closer on the way back than he did the way down. Controlled, very well controlled. But when you're that close, it could have gone either way.
He's stroking like he's pounding this ball. And he is. That's a strong shot.
He has Tommy's attention. Tommy was looking over his shoulder.
So tough out here because the 9 ball is getting blocked by the 10. It looks like he has to go that way. If he's on the other side of the 10 ball, looks like he has to be just below the 2nd diamond for a shot of the 9.
He's got to put him all the way over.
Then it just goes back and forth. Since he hit that one so hard, he might as well hit this one fairly firm. 1, 2 across, warbled the ball, got on sort of the 50-yard line.
You warbled the
Warbled.
This will be in the dictionary next year.
A couple of years, as Freddie is, he warbled it.
Warble. I still can't say it. My W doesn't go that way.
I think it's a combination of wobble and something else that'll make up in a minute. Maybe garbled.
There you go. It's always fun to make up words. Nice shot.
There was the 2 rails around. He's going to be on the 50 again, but if he made these last 2 shots, he's going to make this one.
And he is almost dead on the 50, just that slightly. He's on the 49. Big match. Big match for both these guys.
It's in the center. Good shot. That was quite a note.
Perfect. 2 tough shots there to close that rack out.
And now tied 2-2 after another scratch on the break by Tommy. What's the first place payoff here?
2140. Second place is 1550. Third, which is the worst either of these two players can do, is 1150.
This is a $400 guaranteed match here if you can win it. $400 differential.
Both players.
You just see in the background one of the many raffle people around. I have a raffle ticket for that particular raffle site that has been picked yet. Nobody's won that one yet. There's a raffle here for about $10,000 worth of cue equipment. 4 cues and a cue stick. That's by the Omega store, the official store of this arena.
Of the arena and of the national championships, I believe. Viking is the official cue. Ivan Simonis.
Ivan. People normally stay away from saying the name, but it has to be Ivan. It's not Ivan. Ivan Simonis.
Diamond Billiard Products. Cyclop Balls. Proudly presented by Q Sports International. This break.
Good break, 9 on the side. That's what you want. One of the 2 balls in the second row to go in the corner onto the side pocket. It's got a shot on the 1-2 ball. Looks like it goes somewhere, maybe.
The most ambitious?
Dino.
He was one of few there. We just got done watching him play Jesse Bowman.
Look at that little butt break.
Little butt break, and everything spreads real nice. He's playing position on the 1 ball in the side pocket, and it's
That's a joke, George. Come on.
Well, it transcends that ball, doesn't it?
Shouldn't there be like a rule? You got to get balls past the side pocket or something. I mean, did you see? He makes it look like 6 ball.
I've seen this for a while now in this event.
Corey is the innovator. Well, that's the softest 9-ball break you'll ever see in your life.
He's not even carrying a break cue. He just puts his jump cue together and his playing cue, and that's all he needs. Nice soft break, spreads everything. Half the time he ends up with a straight-in combo on the 9-ball. And makes quick work of this. The cue ball moved, a total of 4 feet?
Well, he didn't have any balls past the side pocket.
Correct.
And the interesting thing is the 8 balls that were on the table were all spread out.
These guys are pretty close with the front row. Maybe 30 points apart, 128.
I wonder if that break works every time.
The speed has to be just right.
You've been watching this. I haven't. This is the first match I've seen in this challenge.
Yeah, I saw Corey's last match.
With Jesse Bowman?
With Jesse Bowman, and we saw a lot of that. I've seen this before because I think this is the second or third time they've had a 9-ball challenge, and these players are breaking along these lines. I think it was last year that I came up and actually played it, and was taught to break. They actually can pattern rack if they so please, although they're supposed to place them randomly. So the players do, and they can almost predict exactly where everything's going.
You know, there was a time, George, in my lifetime, or 9-ball on a bar table was a very popular game, but
Sure.
you rarely see it played anymore. If two guys match up on a bar table, they're usually playing 10-ball or 8-ball. This game is just, if you play winter break 9-ball on a bar table, somebody might run 10 rounds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Especially when
Wait a second. What's going on here?
Yes.
Rob he's not happy with that magic rack.
looking for another 9-ball rack. I believe there's a brand new one in the plastic bag on the table right behind where the referee sits.
There's no love lost between Rob Saez and Corey Deuel, just between us. Okay? Don't tell anybody.
Well, okay. The streamers. Nobody wants to know.
There was a little bit of a rancorous conversation before the match between the two of them.
Well, since we can't tell anyone, we won't go into that.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just saying this is a rivalry. Nobody's making any deals on this match or anything like that.
Well,
Rob just won the tournament in Memphis. They just had a bar table tournament down there. Rob won it like 2 weeks ago.
mm-hmm. So did they use the 7-foot diamonds, or were they playing it on bar tables?
I think they were playing in Memphis. I think they've got diamond tables. Yeah. Rob has played in quite a few of the big events there has been in the Midwest.
Don't get straight.
$1,000 entry fees and stuff like that. Corey, not so much. Although he did play up at Chinook Winds in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Rob does. He doesn't break like Corey, does he?
We're going to find out.
He's going to hit him. I can see.
He
He
smacked
loaded up.
He smacked him. And, balls are all over the place.
Well, he made a ball and he's got a shot, but it's a lot different looking rack.
3-6, he made 2 balls on the break, and he's got a long shot on the one. None of the balls that Corey hit even went by the side pocket.
And Rob got most of the balls.
most of the balls past the side pocket.
So, that's it. That's the shot you have to make. Now he's got the 4-ball.
And now things open up.
These games are going to go fast.
Yes. Yes. And I think each player will hold on to their break.
Well, if they do, then Corey's going to win 7-6.
And barring you won the lag.
Oh
So
man.
basically they were lagging for $500.
Dang it.
Well, we'll see.
Really?
It never goes according to plan.
Very, very true. Truer words are never spoken. How's that?
Nice run out by Rob. He made that good opening shot on the 1-ball, and the rest has been easy pickings. We're going to be 1-1. Corey to break. I want to see this break again. You got to watch this break.
Yeah.
This is like
It puts a little bit of spin on it. Watch the cue ball.
You put spin on it.
It's a soft break. It's like he's rolling the cue ball down from one corner to the other to see if it's just a little bit harder than the lag.
yeah. That's well put, George. Well put. He used the same stroke he did on the
Pretty much. So if you can lag and win the lag, you have the break speed down. Let's watch him do it again. This is, I guess, a good word might be entertaining
Meanwhile,
and deadly.
Corey finds ways to win tournaments. I'll tell you that. He's won his share.
Mm-hmm.
His best games typically are 1 pocket.
Let's watch this break. Wait.
Oh no, same break.
Yeah,
You're right.
he's playing shape. He lost shape on it went up too high. So
He didn't take anything, did he?
Oh, he made a ball.
He made a ball.
Yeah,
Look what happened.
The wing ball's wired.
So now what you gonna do, Corey?
He's gonna bank it right where he's at. That side pocket. But he's gonna get behind the ace, so he's not happy
Not
about
quite.
that.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Almost.
No,
No, he didn't. He was real close. Look at the 3-9 combo. Remember?
Yeah, but he's got to make. Now he's got to make a shot.
Yeah.
A little bit of a shot. I'd say a medium difficulty.
Well, medium difficulty that leads to a wired 3-9 combo.
Wow.
Oh.
You get the results all day long with that speed.
I have a suggestion to make to the powers of
Powers of
Size
be.
is taking a break. He's taking a break already.
He's gonna go practice a break under the table.
I'm gonna work on that. I gotta work on myself.
Soft break.
Here's my suggestion to powers that be, and I believe me, I shared this with Ozzy or Mark. Next year, I like the idea of an 8-ball challenge. Let's do a 10-ball challenge and an 8-ball challenge, because now if this event in fact was a 10-ball challenge, I don't think that soft break would work as well.
The soft break does not work as well.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Or we would have seen it in the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
In a 10-ball. But yeah, that break is it's everything.
Pretty effective.
Very.
He had to make a good bank shot on the one. Let me tell you.
Yes. Yes. He did.
All right, we're on break. We'll be back in a minute.
Dang it.
Here we go. Rob Sias is back in the arena. He needed to get himself a bottle of water. Rob's breaking. Trailing 2-1. Rob looks at Corey and said, "My shot?" Yes, Rob, it is your shot, but you got to rack them up first.
Gotta do your due diligence.
Rob's break is a lot more conventional, and it's a break where there's a risk involved.
The risk of scratching the side pocket or getting hooked behind the ball
Or having no shot.
or having no shot.
But as you can see, Corey's break is not foolproof. I mean, he had to make a tough bank shot on that one ball to start that rack.
He just didn't, which means he'll hit it that much softer next time because he's in position for the one ball inside. And that rolled up about, 3 inches too far.
Okay,
Here we go.
you are watching the loser's bracket final or the semifinal match, as I call it, because the winner will play Shane McMinn for the championship. Loser here finishes third, $1,100. Not a bad consolation prize.
Mm-hmm. There goes cue ball.
Look out, cue ball. Bye-bye.
Monk.
Bye-bye.
And he's made 4 balls on a break. 1, 2, 3. There was only 4 balls, 6 balls left. He made 3 balls on a break.
He made 4 counting the cue ball.
Perfect.
You were right the first time.
Well, thank you for validating that. But I think the cue ball is one they don't want to make. I mean, I always want my opponent to make that one when they're breaking. Now here comes Corey with. The hardest thing he's going to have to do is go from the 7 to the 8. Maybe even go from the 5 to the 7.
Well, that's why he left that cue ball there, so he can go 2 rails around. It's a lot easier this way.
Sure.
Let's watch as he cues 1 tip to the right of center.
Dang, man.
Over,
God.
and there it comes. Falls right into place for a position shot.
Sometimes people say the pros don't use English. They do, but you see, they can use English just by moving the Q-tip over. See, he's not hitting the center. He's hitting.
He's in the middle of it. He's coming back. He's got to making sure he got past that side pocket. That's
not where he wanted to be.
No, that's not optimal shape.
I can't. See, he wanted to shoot the 8 in the corner. Now he's got to shoot in the side pocket, I think.
You know, these
Good
guys
view,
don't have
beautiful.
a problem shooting that shot. A lot of amateurs do.
That's why
They're
Jeez, dude.
straight in on the 9.
Corey's ahead 3-1.
3-1 and breaking. He'll hit those little think he'll hit this a little softer.
You mean you can actually hit it softer than that lag break shot he uses?
Yes.
If you hit it any softer, the balls wouldn't break it. I mean, the cue ball would bounce off the one.
On some tables, it might roll off and hit the two. Bad hit.
Get ready, you're going to see the all-time softest 9-ball break in the world. I know 8-year-olds. That Lazaro last year, he broke a lot harder
Oh,
than
did
that. But Bill Stock is having a little conversation right
pattern rack?
now. Oh, Bill Warden.
Mm-hmm.
Pattern. Bill Stock, long-time referee, one of the best in the business, let me tell you. Corey's having a little conversation with Rob now. I wish we had these guys mic'd.
As long as we have a bleeper. Sometimes we need the bleeper. But, yeah, I guess there was...
You can get away with a lot more when you're streaming. Heaven forbid you use profanity on network broadcast. They might find you.
I don't think any of us has so far. I really haven't heard you right here myself.
Pay attention, George.
Okay, I'll try.
I've got a whole litany of good
I
words.
sleep half the time. Well, you know what he did there? He just reversed the order of the balls.
Yeah, we'll watch this break.
And the 4-ball in the corner pocket.
He's got this one down pat.
Mm-hmm.
That's softer.
I told you it was going to be softer because he wants to have the shot right here.
Yeah,
And
because last time the one went too far.
And look at the 3-9 combo.
Yeah, but he's got to get to the 2. He's got to get from the 1 to the 2. Got a little work, not too much. Well, it's going to be tricky to get to the 2 and then get from the 2 to the 3. He's got a little work to do here. He's got to make a couple of shots.
It's true. He's going up and down.
Let's see. See, he's got too much angle. In fact, the
He's
cue ball's going to hit the 7.
And he's going to use the 7 to go up for the 3-9 combo.
Yeah, well, wait a second. If he does that, the 7's going to break that 3-9 combo up.
Okay. Then he'll have to run out the whole rack. No, he stopped it for the corner. He's not interested in the 3-9 combo.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was
No.
good. He's got a problem with the 6 and 7 right now.
Exactly. The 7-ball that he bumped did come into play, and it's going to make life tough for him.
So that soft break is not a guarantee of an ABC run out. Well, he's got the angle.
Yes.
He's going to go.
Yes.
He's going to probably go into the 7. This is. I'll tell you what. This could work out good or bad, depending upon how well he hits this shot.
That's where he gets
God.
Exactly. He went perfect. He actually got it out of the way. It looks like it slides by.
Yeah, it does. He double kissed that 7 ball and it worked out good for him.
And
This is good. Well, he got past the hard part.
so now we just got to close out the, as you might say, or as you insinuated, easy play.
Corey Doolin is expanding his lead. It's a short match, race to 7.
Leads 4-1. A little round of applause for 2 minutes work. If that,
I'm surprised there's actually quite a few people in the stands watching this match. They're going to all learn the soft break. They're going to all go home and start practicing the soft break. You say, I played 9-ball at a bar table.
I'm just chuckling because that break is.
You know, I want to learn that break. I want to practice that break.
Show it to you right after this.
You don't have to show it to me.
Yeah,
I
I
see it.
Oh, I missed it.
Why would I want to watch you when I can watch Corey? No offense, of course.
None taken. None taken. Jerk.
Wait, listen. Rob and Corey are having a little repartee between them.
They're smiling.
Yeah, well.
That Cubo was headed right for the drink. And he's got a tough shot. He's up against the head rail. The one ball's in the middle of the table, so. But still.
Made 2 balls in the break. Well, Rob's enjoying himself, even though he's down 4-1. He made a good shot there.
Just stop it. Stop it right there. Just come up for the 5. Makes 9 ball look so easy, doesn't it, on the 7-foot table?
It looks like somebody playing solitaire.
No, let's make it look simple. Make it look very, very simple. He'll slide over, 8 ball, 9 ball.
Well, I can remember we used to play a lot of 9 ball on small tables, but it never looked quite like this. Maybe these players are better.
Well, that break is better than the special we used before. This break coming up is, it just makes it, it's really tough to be, if you don't know it, you're gonna want to learn it.
Can you imagine somebody spotting Corey the break in 9 ball and board table? You have no chance.
Well, I think Corey would take the bet regardless of what it is. I think every pro player would take the bet on the bar.
Do you know
on the
do
7-foot table.
you know last year Shane gambled with Corey? It gave him the 5 and 6 and 9 ball.
You know,
on a 9-foot table.
I heard something.
I couldn't
about
believe it.
that. I heard something about that.
But of course he didn't get the break. That would be foolish.
No. You know, a good shortstop getting the break from a pro player in the short race could win.
Yeah. Well, they actually have an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But Shane beat him. He gave Corey the 5 and 6 and 9 ball. It beat him.
Now you're talking about a player that just won
I can't even
the US
know
Open
myself,
and
man.
the US Open 8 ball. And,
That was on
Right.
9 that was on the 9-foot table. Actually. Here we go. Softest break in the game. Contrast this with the way Shane breaks.
and see, he's guaranteed the 4 ball. The wing ball on the right side is just.
I'm
is
just amazed. I'm just
It's not a
amazed.
problem.
I'm watching this and I'm stunned.
Look at the 8-9.
Well, all I can tell you is they need to have a rule about the break shot in this tournament. This will be another one of those Corey rules where you got to get 3 balls past the side pocket or something because he's kind of made a mockery of this game.
Oh, that's horrible.
And I don't know that it's just Corey.
Going back.
I mean, this break was out on the floor, and I've saw many players using it.
Well, I'll be honest, I haven't been watching this tournament. I was preoccupied with the other events going on. You know, we just had our 8-ball, US Open 8-ball just ended last night. So, wow, he fell short there.
Yes, he
He's
did.
going to bank this ball.
Yes, he did.
He forgot to play position.
He got so used to that slow stroke, couldn't hit it hard enough.
He's got no stroke anymore. He lost his stroke.
He needed his break you to hit that ball. Here we go. Well, now he's up for the 8th. And, I mean, if you want to shoot a short game, just rack a low numbered ball where the 8 ball is, and you'll have that shot. It's come up every time he's broken.
Where is that? Is it the second ball? In the second?
I'm not sure which ball.
We're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch that next time.
We'll see. We'll see what balls he racks. Where? When he comes to break. We're going to need to see it one more time.
5-2. Corey's broken right out. All 5 times he's broken balls. Rob scratched once on the break, and that was costly.
I wonder what Corey's run-out percentage has been
For this tournament?
For this tournament, as far as the number of times he broke, the number of times he ran out.
He lost a match somewhere along the way.
Yes, he did. He lost. I forget who it was he lost to. Take a look at
Did
that.
he lose to Shane McMahon?
No, Rob Size did in the hot seat match. Corey Duel. Corey Dewey lost to Tyler
Anderson.
Tyler Steinhaus.
Tyler Steinhaus.
And Tyler, then I think Rob beat Tyler. No, Shane did. Beat him 7-4.
Shane.
Yes, Shane did.
Look at that. Rob went to a soft break. Did you see that? He went to a medium soft break. But remember, he hit him hard the first couple of times. He said, hey, this break works.
Yeah, Corey beat a good player. He beat Mitch Elman. Let's see who else. What other names I might recognize? You're calling the action here on Evan Lunda. He had a bye his first round. And then when he came to the one-loss side, he beat Mark Kane.
Rob's leaning down to see if the 4-ball passes the 9. And I guess it does because it doesn't. Yeah, he's just gone back on that.
Tommy Tokoff, he beat him.